Hello, and a very warm welcome to you all. Today, we're going to be diving into a truly profound passage from the Quran. We're looking at the first 3 verses of Surah Al-Isra, which is also known as the Night Journey. These few lines are just packed with so much history, theology, and really deep spiritual lessons that set the stage for an absolutely incredible story. So let's get right into it. Right out of the gate, the chapter hits you with this powerful declaration of praise. There's no slow build-up here. It's a divine announcement that immediately tells you something miraculous is about to be described. Notice how it attributes everything to God's power and glory, and it specifically highlights his attributes as the all-hearing and the all-seeing. It really sets a majestic tone.
So to really get a handle on the significance of this opening, we need to unpack the event it's describing, an event famously known as the Isra, or the Night Journey.
Okay, so the Isra is the one-night journey of Prophet Muhammad. And this is a really important point. Traditional sources are clear that this was a physical journey. This wasn't a dream or some kind of vision. He's described as traveling all the way from Mecca to Jerusalem on a celestial creature called the Buraq. Now, the fact that it was physical is theologically huge because it just underscores the extraordinary nature of the miracle. It sets it apart from a purely internal, spiritual experience. So you can see here the key pieces of this journey laid out. The departure point is Al-Masjid al-Haram, the very sacred heart of Mecca. The destination is Al-Masjid al-Aqsa in Jerusalem, a city, just steeped in prophetic history. And the purpose? Well, it's stated right there, to be shown divine signs. But the context here is absolutely critical. This revelation came during what's known as the Year of Sorrow, a time of intense personal loss and persecution for the prophet. So you can imagine, this journey was also a powerful source of divine comfort and strength, right when it was needed the most. But it doesn't stop there. Let's see how the very next verse builds on this. The Quran immediately pivots from this specific miracle and does something amazing. It connects it to this broader, continuous chain of prophecy, linking Prophet Muhammad's mission to all those who came before him. And just like that, boom, the focus shifts to the Prophet Moses and the children of Israel. Now, this isn't some random jump in topic. It's a very deliberate and significant connection. The verse brings up the Torah, the scripture given to Moses, and it highlights its core purpose, to guide his people to the worship of the one true God. And when you lay it all out like this, the parallels are just, wow, they're undeniable, right? You have both prophets receiving divine scripture. Both of them faced intense persecution and trials, and critically, the core of both their messages was rooted in affirming one God. The Quran is basically drawing a direct line, showing us that this is all part of a single, unified, divine message that has been delivered throughout history. But the real heart of this verse is that command that you not take other than me as disposer of affairs. This right here is the essence of pure monotheism, or tawhid as it's known in Arabic. It's a call for ultimate, complete trust and reliance on God alone, with no intermediaries. You can see how this was vital guidance for the children of Israel, and also an incredibly powerful reminder for the early Muslims who were facing all the pressures of idolatry back in Mecca. All right, so we've connected Prophet Muhammad to Prophet Moses. Now get ready, because the third verse zooms the camera out even further. It reaches way back to the dawn of humanity's new chapter after the Great Flood, establishing the ultimate foundation for this entire prophetic line. This verse speaks directly to the children of Israel, reminding them that they are the descendants of those who were saved with the prophet Noah. I mean, think about that. It's such a powerful reminder of their ancient and blessed lineage, and it links them directly to an ancestor who is praised for one very specific quality, his profound gratitude. And this is a great way to see how that heritage flows, right? It all starts with Noah, the grateful survivor. His descendants become the inheritors of this covenant with God. And this legacy flows directly down to the children of Israel, the Bani Israel, who then receive their own specific guidance. By bringing up Noah, the verse sets this powerful example of gratitude for them, and really for all believers to follow. So what's the big takeaway here? It's that gratitude isn't just a nice feeling. It's presented as the essential response to God's blessings, especially the incredible blessing of salvation. This reminder of their ancestors' survival and Noah's thankfulness is a powerful call to stay steadfast and obedient, especially when things get tough. Okay, so we've looked at these 3 pieces: a miraculous journey, a chain of prophets, and a legacy of gratitude. So what's the thread that ties all of these powerful ideas together in just 3 short verses? Let's piece it all together. So let's pull it all together. What have we learned? First, these verses show us that divine comfort and reassurance often arrive precisely when things are at their most difficult. Second, they powerfully affirm that the core message of all the prophets is one and the same: pure monotheism. Third, they establish Jerusalem's deep, shared spiritual significance as a crucial link in that prophetic chain. Fourth, they highlight gratitude as a fundamental principle of faith. And finally, they really underscore the role of Scripture as humanity's moral and spiritual compass.
And that really brings us to a final thought, something to really chew on. You see, these verses aren't just isolated statements. They're woven into this rich tapestry of history, connecting prophets and communities across thousands of years. So the question I'd like to leave you with is this: how does understanding this deep historical lineage, this chain of revelation, change the way a message resonates with us, right here in our own time? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer.